free gift from my Medicare number.
Dad.
Come on. I know this is fraud. Never accept gifts for your Medicare number. And get wise to Medicare fraud. Learn more at medicare.gov/fraud.
Havaiana, espalhe o molho brasileiro pro mundo.
Stop and savor the strawberries. That's Doug's.
For people to know. Monday on Good Morning America.
Welcome back to ABC News Live First. World Cup fever is taking over the U.S. Appreciate their own communities while still being more open-minded about others. And, you know, that really is the foundation of cultural awareness and respect. And we're seeing so much of that come out of this World Cup, which is really so exciting.
I just thought it might be fun to have your family meals themed to whoever's playing the U.S. or whoever's playing that night's match, expose the kids to a little bit more.
Absolutely, and you can do it really in a low-lift way, looking up a recipe online. Again, the internet is a great resource for stuff like that.
All right, Bethany, thank you. Coming up, the inside scoop on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's big day, what a fellow NFL star is saying about the couple's upcoming wedding. Well, Gans has the details.
That kind of getting to where you need to be, that's what I hope to build in the community, and it's so needed.
America's #1 streaming news. Keep streaming with ABC News Live.
Hello.
Lionel Richie fans say they're heartbroken after the singer had to abruptly end his show. The Grammy winner reportedly told the crowd he felt dizzy during the first show of his new tour. Richie then called for a surprise intermission about an hour into the performance, and eventually his saxophonist told fans that he's not feeling well and won't be able to continue. No word yet on what happened or how Richie's feeling now. And it's time now for the tea, where we break down some of the buzzy stories people are talking about. Our friend Will Gans is here to help us out. Hi, Will. Spill that tea, my friend.
Watch your hands there, because the tea is
hot
very
hot
today. Yes, we begin with the countdown to America's royal wedding. As rumors swirl about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's upcoming nuptials, we have some new clues pointing to Madison Square Garden as the venue. An event company has filed a permit requesting the closure of West 31st Street near MSG from July 2nd to July 4th. This is according to 2 city officials who have spilled the beans to ABC News. The permit application also includes an exterior canopy that could be used to conceal guests entering and leaving the venue, and lists the size of the event as between 500 and 999 people.
Just a little range.
But either way, 500 to 1,000, and I'm not on the invite list, that's fine. So it kind of feels like the party is probably gonna be at MSG, right? Well, during this weekend's Tight End University event, San Francisco 49ers star George Kittle says he asked Travis about those MSG rumors. Kittle telling E! News, "I actually asked Travis last night, and he laughed at me." Kittle saying even the guests don't have many details, adding, "I don't have expectations, but I know it's going to be amazing."
He laughed at me is not a no.
It's not a no. It could be like, well, you'll see.
Just saying.
Kittle also
That's
said,
not a denial.
it's not a denial. He also said, by the way, that the invite told guests no gifts, absolutely no gifts. The couple doesn't want any gifts. But he said that Travis collects old coins, and he thinks he might bring an old coin as a gift.
Okay, all right.
The more
Very
you learn.
thoughtful.
I know. I also wouldn't have pegged Travis as like an old coin collector, but here we are.
All right.
All right, next up, get ready to put the lime in the coconut because the Owen sisters are conjuring up another cauldron full of practical magic in the first full trailer for the follow-up to the 1998 cult classic. Take a look at Practical Magic 2.
Afraid of your power.
Well, I've seen what my power can do. The idea that they may have the same power terrifies me.
Ooh, Practical Magic 2 hits theaters in September.
I like all the spooky movies coming out now.
I know. Do you feel your powers getting stronger as we enter spooky
I am
season?
Halloween obsessed, so you know I'm loving it.
I can't wait for this movie. Anything that Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman do together, sign me up. All right, also this morning, Jordan Woods' Lucky Nicks championship bag is undefeated, and her fiance, Carl Anthony Towns, had a good idea after Game 5 of the finals. Take a look.
The bag did its thing tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. We gotta put this in like the Whitney or the Guggenheim or some.
The Whitney or the Guggenheim? Well, he spoke that idea into existence because her bag is in fact headed to the Guggenheim Art Museum here in New York City to be on display. That now famous orange Woods by Jordan Tux Clutch Mini she had with her at every winning game during the NBA Finals is getting its own moment to shine. The museum is putting the iconic Lucky bag on display for 5 days only. Fans can see it in person at the Guggenheim, New York's Cafe Rebay, from now through June 28th.
I love how full circle that all came. Well done on the Guggenheim for paying attention.
Really incredible. I know. Good on the Guggenheim. And finally, Dolly Parton surprised fans at her new truck stop. This comes just 1 month after the 80-year-old canceled her Las Vegas residency. But the absolutely iconic Grammy winner didn't skip a beat, cutting the ribbon of Dolly's Tennessean travel stop. Our Lara Spencer has the story.
Well, how's everybody doing today out in that hot, boiling sun?
The Queen of Country making a surprise pit stop at the grand opening of her new business venture, Dolly's Tennessean travel stop.
I've spent my whole life traveling on the road, so anyway, I wanted to welcome all of you.
The rare appearance creating excitement after the 80-year-old 9 to 5 singer canceled a slew of already postponed Las Vegas shows because of health issues. The Grammy-winning singer announcing she was taking some time to slow down and focus on her health. According to a source close to the situation, Dolly's been dealing with kidney stones.
Nothing major, but I did have to cancel some things so I could be closer to home.
She said at the time her health started to take a turn after the passing of her beloved husband, Carl Dean, who died earlier this year at the age of 82.
As I mentioned, back when my husband Carl was very sick, that was for a long time, and then when he passed, I didn't take care of myself.
But the country superstar proving she's still got plenty in the tank. The new venture in her home state of Tennessee, inspired by her decades-long work traversing the country by bus. It includes all things Dolly, inspired from live entertainment to the barbecue to the decor, featuring full-size guitars and a laundromat. Fans drinking it in, pouring out onto the streets.
Pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come alive.
The travel stop offering fuel for more than just your car with her signature brew. And through it all, Dolly taking center stage, ushering in her next adventure.
Go, Dolly, go. She also, by the way, took a shot at Buc-ee's while she was opening up her own travel stop. She said we couldn't leave it to the Beavers. And get this, a week from tomorrow, I will be coming at you guys live from Dollywood as we count down to America's 250th birthday celebration. We had to celebrate.
Breaking news right here.
America's national treasure, Dolly Parton. So I'm going to her hometown. I'm going to visit her cabin where she grew up with her 11 brothers and sisters, bringing you all the best that Dolly has to offer.
That's the best tea of it all this morning. Well, Gans, thank you, Fred.
Cheers,
Little
thank
cup
you.
of ambition to you. And thanks to you for watching. I'm Diane Macedo. The news never stops, and neither do we. We have a lot more news right after the break. Stay with us.
With Food Saver, it's easy to save money. Scan now and start saving with Food Saver.
Jergens Natural Glow Sun Drops. Just drop, mix with my lotion, and glow. The feel-good feeling of Jergens.
I feel most like myself when I'm laughing. I love to embody joy in this really important to me, so I try to practice that daily. And I just love to laugh with my friends. My mom and my family, I think that's so important. That's very human.
Streaming ABC News Live.
Hi, I'm Diana Macedo. We have breaking news. The Supreme Court has issued 2 major rulings on immigration. The justices are allowing President Trump to turn away asylum seekers at the U.S.-Mexico border. They're also clearing the way for the Trump administration to cancel temporary protected status for Syrians and Haitians living in the U.S. Senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer is here for more on that. Hi, Devin. The court ruled migrants don't have the right to apply for asylum until they step onto U.S. soil. What's the immediate impact of this ruling?
The immediate impact, Diane, will be somewhat muted since this is a policy dating to the first Trump administration that is not currently in effect. But effectively, the Supreme Court's conservative majority in this 6-3 decision gave Donald Trump new power to enforce the laws at the border and turn away asylum seekers who are fleeing persecution in their home countries. This was a dispute over the meaning of a phrase in federal immigration law, which says once someone has arrived in the United States, they are entitled to apply for asylum. It's a long-standing provision dating back to World War II when the United States turned away Jews fleeing the Holocaust. They shamefully turned away those Jews back to Europe. In this case, though, the Supreme Court said you have to step foot on U.S. soil to arrive in the United States. What that means is Trump can basically shut the doors at ports of entry along the border to prevent asylum seekers from even approaching a border agent to file an asylum claim. And that, to many immigration advocates and asylum seeker advocates, is a really disappointing and devastating decision given the United States history with respect to the Jews.
This TPS case is focused on Haitians and Syrians, but the Trump administration has moved to cancel temporary protected status for several other nationalities. So what precedent does this case set?
Yeah, it sure does. You know, temporary protected status is this ability of the Homeland Security Secretary to give certain classes of immigrants the ability to live in the United States and work here if the conditions in their home countries are not good, are unsafe due to war or natural disaster or the like. It is largely a discretionary determination, and in this case, these immigrants from Haiti and Syria, hundreds of thousands of them, were challenging the determination by Kristi Noem, then Homeland Security Secretary, when she canceled their status abruptly and said all these people needed to go home after living in the United States for a number of years. And what the Supreme Court said today is that discretion is vast, and that the Trump administration and future presidents can make those determinations without any second guessing by the courts. And with respect to the specific case, Justice Samuel Alito in the majority said he also didn't see any racial animus in the decision to send these people back, which of course many of the advocates and plaintiffs here had alleged, given some of Donald Trump's rhetoric.
The court also struck down Hawaii's law banning guns on private property open to the public. What does that mean for other states considering similar bans?
Well, 4 other states, in addition to Hawaii, had similar measures which were struck